Hey guys, my name is TarheelAnts, another fellow ant YouTuber. My most popular ant colony on this channel, Malaceus niger colony, is residing in this Formicarium, the Mini Hearth by TarheelAnts. As this video states, this will be my honest opinion and review of this product. Before I start this review, I just want to say that this was not sponsored. This was bought with my own money. Now that that's out of the way, let's get started. If you have never heard of TarheelAnts, they are a US seller of Formicariums, and the owner is Mac, who states that the Formicariums that are made and sold on his website are handmade. And if you want to have a specific option for your Formicarium, you have the choice of emailing him what you want. And for example, if you want to have more space in between decorations for your outworld, then he can make that adjustment. This means that your Formicarium you get can be an original. Alright, so now that you know a gist of the website, let's check the Mini Hearth. So the Mini Hearth is under the founding Formicaria, which means that it's intended for beginning colonies, such as Camponotus or any large ant species. It can be a permanent home for smaller species like Brachymyrmex. And right now, my Malaceus niger colony is residing in this Formicarium with about 100 or so workers. And what I really like about this Formicarium is that it has a nice cave feeling to it. And one of its new features is that you can have little stalactites hanging from the ceiling, and you can even email him if you want larger stalactites for certain species like honeypots. So now on to the price. The setting price of this Formicarium is $30.99, and this is actually very cheap compared to the other Formicariums, but the price may actually vary because of the different options to your choosing. And for example, there is an additional $5 for the interior substrate, $8 for the museum glass, which makes it 95% glare reduction on the glass to see the ants, an additional Nestmate or humidifier, and $4 to $5 of Decor. Also keep in mind that the shipping costs may vary since TarheelAnts is based in North Carolina, and if you live in like California, then the shipping costs will be around $14 priority mail, but if you lived in like New York, then the shipping costs will be around $10 priority mail. The preferences I chose were black for the exterior color, the top foraging style. The foraging style is not detachable on the side like the side connection type, rock, wood, and plant for decoration, a Nestmate, standard glass, golden brown sand for the foraging area, and white sand for the interior substrate, which is for the bottom level. Now, I highly suggest you getting a Nestmate, and this is because it sort of acts like a hamster drinking fountain, but for ants. And if you have no idea what a hamster drinking fountain looks like, here's what it looks like. And also, if you want to add decor, keep in mind that this will reduce space for you to be able to place in their food or Galileo liquid ant feeders if you have any. And since I ordered my Mini Hearth with an additional rock, wood, and plants, I can barely fit 2, if not 3, if it's tipped a little for the Galileo liquid ant feeders. And no, I'm talking about the small feeders, since the larger ones can't fit if the lid is on. So lastly, there is a water tower on the bottom level, and since the Mini Hearth comes with a syringe, you can fill up the water tower from the back, and I would recommend filling it up every 2 to 3 weeks. Once filled to the top, the water will seep into the walls in the Formicarium so that it will not flood, and be careful when doing this because smaller species have a risk at drowning. When this usually happens, my Malaceus niger colony grabs all of their eggs, larvae, and pupa and stay above the water tower. Once the water is seeped into the Formicarium, they go back and rearrange themselves, but if you're planning on getting a Nestmate, I would recommend filling it every week if you have many workers drinking from it, or every 2 to 3 weeks if you have few to 0 workers. Furthermore, to your syringe that came with your Mini Hearth comes a rubber stopper and TarheelAnts business card. In the back there is a hole which you can use for tubing, but if you're not using any tubing, then you can use the rubber stopper to stop any ants from escaping, if you catch my drift. A really cool feature about the Mini Hearth is that there is a very clear part at the bottom, and this is used for shining a flashlight which illuminates the entire bottom half of the Formicarium. And I rarely do this, but take caution when doing this with founding colonies because it can stress out the queen. But you have to admit, it looks pretty amazing. If you want to see TarheelAnts video on the Mini Hearth, I left a link in the description. And I hope I covered a lot on the Mini Hearth Formicarium. If you want to see me do more reviews in the future, then comment it down below. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a thumbs up. My name is TarheelAnts, another fellow ant YouTuber, and I'm signing off once again.